Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Hello, Bushido here to discuss a Black Lady sketch show. But before I get into that, like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification icon to let you know when I drop videos. Let's get right into it. Sometimes I wish I was an okay bitch. Yep, that quote is the personification of this show. It's the root of a great number of sketches. Pretty hurts, the things women do to feel desirable when their worth is constantly under scrutiny by men, women, society in general. Sometimes you need a fucking breather. Being a basic bitch ain't the sexiest choice. It's the sane one. The great lengths women go to achieve the impossible. These damn crazy arbitrary standards placed upon them, but they stay the course. Are they showered with admiration? No, their efforts, sacrifices, obstacles oftentimes go unnoticed. This is especially the case for women of color, in particular Black women. And this show brings those issues to the forefront. And it doesn't beat you over the head with its message, forcing you to eat cake.
Fuck you, Mike, I'm not here. You ain't gotta hit me but once. Jackie, it's all right.
A lot of you are gluttons for punishment, but there are things more palatable, like laughter. Nothing is as sweet. Conceptually, it's on point, and the presentation is to die for. The cast is great, but some of the sketches fall flat. A Black Lady sketch show is just that. A show for Black women, made by Black women, starring Black women, and it demands your respect. The show centers around 4 wonderful Black female comedians. Ashley Nicole Black, writer for Full Frontal with Samantha Bee, Quinta Brunson, stand-up comedian and BuzzFeed producer. Gabrielle Dennis worked on The Game, and she also helped Bushmaster and Luke Cageman. Then finally, Robin Thede, the creator, executive producer, and star of this show, and The Rundown with Robin Thede on BET. She's the funniest person in the cast, but the other women hold their own. And she was named one of Variety's top 10 comics to watch in 2019. I didn't know who any of these women were. I had no fucking clue. And many of you are in the same boat that I am in. So I was pleasantly surprised at how funny they all were. The amount of chemistry they had with each other. In between sketches, our colorful cast lounge and have conversations. Red table talk, anyone? Sometimes what they discuss segues into a sketch. Sometimes it doesn't. On occasion, these scenes are as funny as the skits. And I love that. It breaks from tradition. Most sketch shows have the host, but not here. That would be basic. This show is on a premium network, so no expense was spared on the presentation. This is easily the best looking sketch show I've ever seen. But looks aren't everything.
Look who's here before 9 a.m. Well, goddamn. Are you okay? Who did this to you? Yeah, I'm fine. I just don't have makeup on, okay? I told you. I knew you would do this.
Oh, but I didn't know. How could I have known? Who would have known? Oh, it was unknowable.
Well, at least I saved an hour getting ready. Besides, customers can't see me through the phone. Who cares?
The premise of most sketches are sharp, but the execution is hit or miss, which is normal for most sketch shows. But I gotta speak on it. Some of these sketches are a bit hollow. Sometimes there isn't much to laugh at while waiting for the punchline. That makes some of the sketches feel lengthy. The show tries to punch up the script, but it doesn't always work for me. An example of this would be the Invisible Spy sketch. Starring Ashley Nicole Black, who's an average-looking Black woman named Trinity, which is perfect, because that makes her virtually invisible to everyone else. She solves cases but gets no credit. Kinda like One Punch Man. The concept is great, but everything else is pretty meh. To be frank, or Sally, the sketch is just as unremarkable as its protagonist. A lot of the jokes fall flat, real flat.
I'm the one who's selling America's nuclear codes to Russia, and you're the one who's tied to a chair, like a baby, a kidnapped baby. I guess. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done a villain speech. I took a break to have a baby, and now I can't stop thinking about my baby.
That's what your body looks like after a baby? Oh, fuck off. You'll never get away with this.
And if that clip wasn't convincing enough, the sketch has a fucking double Dutch laser gag. That joke would have been played 10 years ago, but no worries. There is a lot to enjoy here. The exploration of blackness and womanhood gives you much to think about while you're dying of laughter. Yeah, Trinity falls flat, but sketches like Hertep shine and speak to current social occurrences. Robin Thede plays Dr. Hadassah, a female Hotep, looking to capitalize off your ignorance. She's a pseudo-intellectual pushing misogynistic, homophobic rhetoric just to sell books.
Women are supposed to be the keepers of the home, but today's sisters are trying to exist outside the role of wife and mother. But if you're a wife or a mother, you don't belong outside. Take your shoes off.
This reminds me of the classic Living Color sketch with Keenen Ivory Wayne, but modernized. Imagine somebody making fun of Zaza Ali. Also, let's not forget Bad Bitch Support Group and Basic Ball, which is one of my favorites. It's a play on the 1980s ballroom shows you see in Pose, but our ladies aren't imitating the luxurious lifestyles of queens and aristocrats. They present themselves as working class people, running errands and doing chores, being basic.
The category is clinical depression. For all my children serving chemical imbalance realness. That's right, make your way to the floor if you can. You are tired, you are unmedicated for the gods. Walk for the judges, now vote.
Another positive is the amount of cameos, tons of black women, and members of the LGBTQIA community, in all shapes and sizes. Angela Bassett, Kelly Rowland, just to name a few. And if you don't belong to those communities, this may be a hard sell for you. There are things you can enjoy, because I enjoyed them. But if you're old, white, a man, there's a barrier to entry. That barrier could be bypassed if you've done your Googles, if you're a faux ally on the Black Twitter Reddit, or just a Russian spy. You might be familiar with these cultural references. This is definitely a watch if you're into sketch comedy shows. Though some of the sketches don't land, it makes up for that with its political commentary and presentation. I am Bushido Spirit, that is my review. Peace the fuck out.